Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel today, and I want to talk about something that affects all of us. What affects all of us? There are many things. One of the major things to talk about is economic slump. But don't worry, I have got some amazing tips to help you navigate through these tough times. We are all witnessing them, and we can come out stronger than ever by following them. All right, first things first, let's take a deep breath and remember that we are all in this together. You are not alone. We all are facing the crunch. It's a stress, undoubtedly. It's important to stay positive and keep a clear mind. Now, here what you can do to manage the economic slump like a pro. Tip number one, budgeting is the key. Well, budgeting itself, if you are not aware of this term, budgeting means to forecast your expenses and income, of course, and for the future period, and try to be strict upon it, as strict as possible, so you can curtail your expenses as much as there is a room to be, and income generation, more and more income generation to meet up those expenses. If we take a close look at our expenses and identify areas where we can cut back, maybe it's time to ditch daily coffees and more affordable alternatives we should go for, and we have to relinquish many brands that we before these times we feel that these are part and parcel of our lives, we cannot live without them. So we have to change this mindset, because these are not indispensable. It is just our mind that directs us to do and follow what the social norms are prevalent around us. Trust me, these small changes can create a huge difference in our lives. Tip number two. Now, let's talk about side hustles. This is the perfect time to explore your hidden talents and turn your hobbies into money making opportunities. For example, if I talk about myself, my hobby was to read and to create something out of it, to read 2 or 3 articles, going through deep diving in, and then taking something out of it and discuss with my colleagues, my even my mentors, to have a second opinion about them, my contemporaries as well. So what I'm trying to do is, it's not actually professional intention, but my basic intention is to I want to give something to the society that I'm living in, something useful, something beneficial for them. You can also adopt something as a professional hobby. So, for example, if you are a fond of video gaming, then now you may come across many channels that are solely for the purpose of video gaming, and they are streaming, they are interacting with their audiences, they are commenting on the new titles, commenting on the new playthroughs. It's quite interactive, and video games nowadays are not the games that were back then in 90s or 2000. They were good as well, but now it's more like a story driven. The third tip that I can give it to you is, never forget about the saving. Please make it your habit. Make it ingrained within you to save as much as possible. Be moderate. Even many of the religions, including our religion, Islam, uh, also promulgate this idea to be moderate in your expenses, so you can avoid impoverishment. Be moderate in your expenses. So another thing, the thing that we are talking about is saving. Create an emergency fund is crucial during times like these. You should have a separate bank account, or anything that you don't touch usually. This is solely for the purpose of emergency. You should have some funds behind your back. you can just and where you can just invest small portions of your income, a tiny portion, 2 to 3 thousand rupees per month, uh, depending upon your income level. Obviously, you can just side load some of your income to account that is solely for the purpose of emergency. Okay. Now, let's talk about some creativity. Creativity means to think out of the box and find innovative ways to save money without sacrificing fun. Before that, we have talked about saving a lot, that saving itself is crucial, but enjoying life is also necessary because we have to generate income as well. We need energy for that. Fun and lightheartedness actually are the prerequisite for your energy level. So, without sacrificing fun, you can host virtual game nights with friends instead of going out. Going out actually involves transportation, having food. So there are many expenses that are integrated and you cannot avoid them. Having indoor activities more often can also save some of the expenses. Remember, my friends, tough times don't last forever. Actually, we may have witnessed these times once or twice in our lives, but if we talk about this matter to our elders, they give us the advice that these are actually the patterns the life has to follow. In in 1 or 2 decades, this pattern just reoccurs in our life. So the only thing is patience to make yourself dynamic enough to get adjusted with the changing circumstances. So these are some of the points that I intend to discuss with you all. I hope you found these tips useful and inspiring. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe this channel because here this is a series in which we talk about things and create an environment, create a feeling that we are discussing in a lighter mood. This is not something very formal. This is just debating on an issues that we are all suffering together. So, till the next time, take care and keep smiling. It's a laugh is from me.